Welcome back to the Now Morning Show. Now, something fishy this way comes because we have Executive Chef Simmone Edwin from Meraki Catering who's going to be joining us this morning. And because it's the Lenten season, we're going to be cooking up some nice special seafood flavors in studio this morning. Chef Simmone, good morning.
Hi, morning, Kim. How are you?
I'm good. How are you this morning?
I am good, and I have to apologize for last week again.
Yes, I'm listening.
I am listening to the show and hearing you guys saying, yeah, I can't wait for it. And I was like, that was my bad.
Yeah.
That was my
we
bad.
forgive you because you
forgive
here.
you.
So we good.
I mean, I can't even explain, I can't Ruckus, what we are smelling in the studio
can,
right
guys.
now. Oh my gosh, it smells so
Guys,
good.
we are smelling the creamiest.
Yes.
I want to say, no, I'm going to use the wrong terms because I'm not a culinary
So take a shot at it. I'm
But
pretty
it
sure you'll
is-
get it.
A broth would be thinner,
Yes. A broth is a thin soup.
but this is some sort of
This
creaminess.
is a creamy soup, but it's called a chowder. So
This is a chowder.
yes.
Interesting. Okay.
So basically,
what's a chowder?
So a chowder is, well, it's typically made with seafood.
Yeah.
So a crab, oyster,
Which is what you're adding
different.
now. Yeah.
Well, these are actually mussels. Just, for a little pizzazz, a little jazz. I have some fish in here, squid.
Yes.
Anything that you can find in the sea, you can put in a chowder.
Chowder.
Most things. Most things.
I was
Most
about
You need to be very specific when you're talking to Ruckus. So
Most
very,
things.
very specific. But before we get into this, Chef Simmone, I have to ask you, how was your carnival? Because I know that you were at a few
Carnival
events.
was
How
crazy in terms of having a lot of jobs to do, so
Yeah.
between catering and management. But it was fantastic. I have no complaints.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
She enjoyed
excellent.
herself.
How is the
Just a little bit, just a little bit.
looking? That's fine. I mean, is it going to slow down now that carnival is over? Or will you still
I
have more
thought it
chance?
would have because in my mind that I said, all right, so March is going to be my month of, you always have to, as a business owner, you have to reflect, decide where you're going for the rest of the year and plan ahead. But it's very difficult for me to do that because my phone has been just ringing. People, two things I always say, people have to eat and people have to die.
I was just about to
So-
say, not the latter part, but
Well,
people have to eat. People have to eat. People have to
So
eat.
people
So
have
yeah,
been calling.
people have been calling.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining at all. I
Yes.
take it as it comes. But I do still have to find time to just, take a minute to just see, how to keep enhancing the business and keep moving forward.
Nice.
Speaking of a minute, how long does it take to make this?
Yeah.
Because
So-
I'm ready.
Yeah, so it's a broth that you make. You start off with vegetables. You saute onions and carrots and all those things just to get those aromatics going.
Right.
Then you put in some potatoes. So the potato is what is going to give it some body.
Right.
And then you put a little bit of cream, some stock, and your seafood pieces. The seafood, because it's seafood, it does not take very long to cook.
Right.
So you would have noticed that I would have put in imitation crab, and the mussels take literally all of 5 minutes to cook.
Let's
So
have a conversation
Yeah.
about that bootleg crab.
yeah, let me
Because
let's
they
hear.
get a really bad rep.
They do.
get a bad rep.
They
but
do,
you're
but-
using it here, and I trust your culinary expertise.
Correct. So a lot of people would see it in the groceries, see it in stores, and not know what to do with it. They think that it only goes into a Subway sandwich. No, you can literally do endless things with imitation crab meat. It also comes most specialty seafood places.
Right.
So you would have it. So you can literally, it's
Easy to work with.
Yeah.
correct,
Takes
and
the flavor
it
same
takes
way.
literally, and you can actually eat it raw. Typically, sushi rolls.
Yes.
This is what they would use for that topping. You see that kind of orange red looking topping that has mayo and stuff. Yeah, they would use it to top different sushi rolls and stuff. Again, because it's flavorful, you can do a lot with it.
But what is
and
it
it does
actually
not.
made of?
Wow.
It's actual fish.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's not.
Really? That's
So is
It's
it
not that far,
fish
it's
and-
not that
and
far.
flavoring to give it the flavor of crab?
Yes, that's what they do with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean,
Like,
so,
it's just like fish
but
bread.
with this chowder, Chef, what do you normally eat chowder with? Because I know some people do crackers, is it?
So yeah, you can do crackers, but Trinis, I don't know. I just like bread. Some nice, creamy, hearty soups.
Yeah.
I find having bread. So what I did is I did a pimento and cheese bake, you could call it. So we're gonna have that with the soup today. So all
Sounds
I'm gonna
great.
do is just finish it off with a little bit of pepper.
Right.
Just a little extra kick, to wake you all up in the morning.
But because the chowder is rich as well, you can have it alone. You don't have to mix
Correct.
it.
Yes, because it's such a hearty soup.
Yeah.
You can have this as a standalone item. You don't need bread with it. But trust me, when you get that nice creamy, and a lot of people I know are getting over I have like a constant sinusing, and then with this,
Sahara dust,
yes.
COVID, everything in
Correct.
between, we still need to get something.
Correct, and you have a nice hearty soup that it is a real comforting kind of warm soup that you can just have on a, recovery
Chef,
soup is what I like to call it.
I'm seeing some coconut here.
Right, so I'm glad you asked about that. This again, my friends always tell me that I'm extra.
Yep,
a little
I knew
bit.
it. I knew exactly what it was for from
But
John.
because it's I actually put coconut milk in it. Normally it does not have coconut milk, but Caribbean Girl at Heart, I added some coconut milk. That will give it define the creaminess of it. And I'm just gonna serve it, fancy it up, jazz it
I
up a
could
little
have
bit.
told you that. I was like,
Alright.
yes,
Love it, love it, love it.
So this is pretty much done. Yeah, my muscles look good. So we're just gonna plate it up.
Yeah.
Now, I hope that you guys get a proper shot of what this looks like. We
Yeah.
have so much flavor and texture, visually anyways, because of the different colors of the corn and the beans and the seafood itself.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty
It
much.
looks great. Of course, you notice Ruckus had to exit the room because he is not a seafood person. But to those who are in the Lenten season, it is a great alternative because we are so used to seeing the fried fish, the baked
Yes,
fish,
yes.
the fish.
Yeah.
Now we have another addition that we could add to the actual list of things.
But is it because when I think of chowder, I think of Boston. So is it
Correct.
that is traditionally from that sort of
That area,
And-
yeah, because Boston is a coastal place where they have a lot of seafood markets. So they typically chowders and a lot of seafood.
Yeah.
So again, you have to find different ways of utilizing what you have around you instead
Makes
of
sense.
exporting or importing things. Important things, I should say.
Yeah.
And here we
I
have some
also saw a
parsley.
lot of the mussels and stuff like that back in the all-inclusives. Was that a conscious effort? Is it that we wanted to get more seafood? Because we normally do have a nice seafood collection, but I see
Yeah.
more of it in different parties and different events.
Yeah, so what I think a lot of organizers are starting to do is actually trusting. Now, you have to be very careful with seafood because of allergies that people would have. It's one of the things that can send someone to the hospital very, very quickly.
Yeah.
So, but I think people are trusting caterers now to be more resourceful in using and bringing out these things that Trinis don't tend to
Usually
run
gravitate
to.
towards, yeah.
Because, we into the wild meat and pork and the chicken and all that stuff.
Meat and horse and all. Come on, man.
True.
Right, so using mussels and these things, which they are actually very cheap, compared
Wouldn't
to.
think so, yeah.
Yeah, because I guess people don't know how to use it, and they're kind of.
So they're not popular in terms of
Correct,
purchase.
correct.
Makes
So,
complete sense.
Typically, this is what we have. So,
Nice.
Now we have to Vanna White the thing.
have to Van
This is
White it.
exactly why I'm here.
Let me get
Don't
those
forget the
pretty
bread.
I was
fingers.
just about to
bread,
say,
yes.
get me my spoon,
Right.
my
Yes,
bread, I'm
don't forget
ready.
the
How
bread.
can I forget?
Yes.
And I will be
looks so
taking one
lovely.
for the team. I did promise Rhea that this is going to be in celebration of her birthday.
Oh, wow.
So I'll give her the pretty
yes.
coconut. However, since Ruckus can't eat seafood, I will take his portion.
Which
I
is
thought
not in the
this through.
coconut. You'll take one of these.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I
thought
can
this through.
I can put this aside here for you guys.
I'm ready, because I'm shrimp
Listen.
and scallops and love it.
You love seafood as
So
well.
I'm very excited about this recipe, which will be available online
I'm
as
actually
well.
going to rush and put it up today.
I love that.
Yeah, I have the last one up that we did, I think 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Yes, I have that one up.
I can't wait to taste this, especially
Yeah.
as you mentioned, the flavor of the coconut and just all these flavors coming together. It
Perfect. So
looks
Kim, you go first
yummy.
as you are
Yes.
definitely on this sort of fish
So
train.
I am extra like you, Simmone, and I want one of those coconut ones.
Lord Jesus.
You go in.
coming
I want one of
Just
those
be
coconut
careful.
ones.
I'm not going to say just make sure they get the
It's
shot
hot, yeah.
before you destroy it.
Of course. You know, our cameraman working all the time. Remind us how long it's going to take. Like, I know there's prep time.
So yeah, but again, the prep is very, very simple. It's
Right.
not a lot of vegetables you'll have to cut. So I would say from start to finish, this could take you anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah, soup.
not
Real,
bad.
real simple.
Yeah.
Soup Saturday is looking fancy.
Yeah, listen.
I have
Oh, I'm
one
seeing
last
piece of squid there.
question.
Very nice.
Yes. Again, squid is something that I wish a lot of people would run to. Squid is fantastic. The flavor is awesome.
I'm not saying no in the
I
sense
agree.
of I'm
I
not
do
going to
love
have
squid.
it. I'm
Yeah.
just saying I'm just one of those persons who's going for the squid.
Ooh, this
on
is
the
so
bottom.
yummy. All right,
take
chef.
a
So how do I just dip the bread
You
in
have
the
a
coconut?
spoon.
You go in with the spoon
Right.
to get some stuff, or
Right.
you can literally just take the bread, break the
right.
bread.
Now, Kimberly has to learn how to Savannah why the thing. Make sure you get the angles, Kimberly. Come on. It's not that bad. My
So you have
fingertips are
it?
cold, so the
Yes.
5 minutes warm is
Good
great.
to go.
And now I will go in for the shrimp first of all. But actually,
I'm seeing the crab here.
Yeah,
Yes.
just get a little of everything.
Yeah.
I mean, we could put it all on the bread and just numb down.
I'm just
mean,
gonna
you
dip it.
can,
I'm
you
just gonna
can.
dip.
So guys,
you go
while
through.
we enjoy our
and
breakfast,
taste.
courtesy of Chef Simmone, we encourage you guys to head over to Meraki Catering on Instagram and Facebook so you can get the recipe yourself. Add it to your list of things to make during this Lenten season, as it's very, very fast friendly.
It is. Yeah. Seal of approval. Once you're
And the
once you're getting
creaminess
it.
of the soup.
I taste the
Yeah.
flavor. I
Yeah.
tasted everything.
Now you can't make it all. I can't make it a lot thicker because normally our chowder is kind of compared to if we have like a really thick corn soup.
Okay.
So that kind of consistency.
Consistency.
But you can always thin it down or add you know, as much cream as you want to.
Well, Kimberly, I'm going to eat, so you got to wrap this up.
I mean, So I'm tasting the flavor. What I'm tasting as well is the flavor of the bread. You said it was what kind of bread again?
So it's a pimento and cheese.
Yes. Chef Simmone, this is really good. Let me thank you so much for coming in on the Now Morning Show. I mean, it is fantastic to have you here every Friday with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Giving you a hug because you know it's
I
going to have
agree.
you.
We know,
Good
we know,
job.
we know.
Very, very good job. And thank you for this. You said your recipe is going to be up soon.
It's going to be
this
up today,
evening.
yes.
And remember just remind the folks how we can find you.
All right, so you can find me on Instagram, Meraki Catering. My website is www.merakiccateringtt.com.
Right.
Facebook, and yeah, just good vibes. If you see me on the road, just say hi.
Nice.
You know, don't be afraid.
Always a pleasure, Chef Simmone, and we look
Thank you.
forward to having you again next week, Friday.
For sure.
Thank you
I
so
will
much
be
for
here.
joining us. And that is how we're going to close off Something Fishy This Way Comes with Chef Simmone. On the Now Morning Show, we're going to take a break and be right back. And I'm going to eat some more food, but stay with us.